All right, welcome back to the Starfighter podcast here on the channel. It is the new live show. Hope you guys are all doing well. Usually, this is live. It is pre-taped this time and broadcasting to you live today at 6 p.m. because today is a special day. Today, September 15th, is my 3-year wedding anniversary with my beautiful wife, Wave. Love you very much. Thank you for 3 amazing years, honey. Well, right now, we're probably having a nice meal together, but this is pre-taped for you guys, our friends out there, wanting to discuss a little bit of entertainment. The show must go on. A couple of things that have been going on. I hope you guys had a good weekend. My wife and I, we hung out with some of our friends. Ryan, friend of the show, and Whitney. And, Ryan's been on a couple episodes. But we watched a movie that we hadn't seen in a while. I can't remember. I don't remember if it was Ryan's first time seeing it. Oh, but it was Wave's first time. We watched Treasure Planet, and that was fun. I hadn't seen that in such a long time, but I think it still held up for the most part. Still a fun little adventure movie, kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean in space. Ryan thought that there was a lot of like Star Wars themes and similarities there, and I could definitely see that for sure. But yeah, a fun movie for sure, and awesome that it's in HD on Disney Plus. But yeah, Treasure Planet. There's a little fun family movie for you guys. Recommendation of mine right off the bat. I think one of the other big topics is we can discuss some of these Marvel shows today, guys, and would love to hear your thoughts. You can still comment in the live chat, of course, and you can also, if you're watching this on replay, comment in the regular comment section. But how are you guys enjoying these Marvel TV series? How are you enjoying them so far? Of course, WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, and Loki, those are all done. And right now, we have the What If series. And I really want to hear your guys' thoughts on these series. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on What If. And, what if everyone actually watched What If? Probably a lame joke, but it seems like not a lot of people are really watching it that much. I mean, I know for sure there are people out there, and you know, more of the hardcore fans. I, of course, big Marvel fan, and I am watching it. Haven't spent a whole lot of time discussing the What If series, because I don't know if it's like super relevant to everybody, and honestly, it has been a little hit and miss for me too. But I'm not opposed to talking about it, and I would like to hear from you guys how you enjoy it so far. But I want to touch on that too because there have been some pretty cool episodes. Of course, the only one that we really talked about kind of in depth was the first one. But the second one with T'Challa, becoming Star-Lord, we may have touched on that one actually too, very briefly. I think we did. But yeah, that was really nice. Chadwick Boseman coming back um, into the role of T'Challa, and of course, a really cool spin to see. What if Yondu actually picked up T'Challa and he became Star Lord, and that was really cool. and it had some heartfelt moments for sure too, because the story essentially played on essentially touched on like some things with family, and kind of finding your way in life, and really valuing, like, placing a lot of value on family and friends. And so that was really nice. That was nice to see. And kind of bittersweet, as I've mentioned before. Uh, that was Chadwick's last performance. Actually, I believe he's in a couple other episodes, at least one other episode of What If, um, too. But yeah, these are his final performances. So that is very cool, and that's one of the big reasons why I think everyone, should definitely check it out, because Chadwick was an amazing actor. I mean, he was without a doubt one of the best actors in the last few years, maybe in the last decade or so. So yeah, definitely bittersweet, but of course very cool to have him back in some of these episodes. And then, of course, the episode 3, I think, was really the best one in my opinion. Chadwick is what made episode 2 like so good. Um, but I thought the story, and my wife and we've watched some of them together. She doesn't care for him as much, and also I like her opinions too, because she's not as into um, some of these sci-fi fantasy comic book series. She's not like a hardcore fan, right? Um, but it's cool to like see her perspective as being more of a casual viewer and more of a casual fan. And episode 3 also really worked for her, and it was cool to see. I mean, this was the story where um, kind of like the Avengers initiative is taking place, but there is a like secret killer that's taking out the Avengers, and you don't really know who it is. Um, and you're trying to like put some of the pieces together, and it was kind of like a thriller mystery almost, and I thought it was really well done. I didn't really see it coming the first time that I watched it. I I like I like barely started to put it together right before the big reveal, and I won't spoil that for you guys. But it was really good. Episode 3 of What If, that was really good. Really enjoyed it. So yeah, I would definitely recommend giving it a shot. Um, but I mean, overall, I don't think it's like truly captivating the larger audience of fans, both bigger fans and casual fans. Um, and honestly, we talked about it a little bit too. Is there some kind of like superhero fatigue? It's something that gets brought up, and I hear like other podcasts talk about it quite a bit too. Is this superhero movie and show fatigue? And I think that does happen from time to time, but I think it kind of varies, and depends on the person. I, for myself, I don't know if I'm quite yet there, and if I would really say it's fatigue for me right now, and especially for Star Wars. I don't think I ever can really get burned out with Star Wars, but um, I think because I've mentioned that some of these the newer Marvel series, have been hit and miss here and there with episodes, um, and some of them are pretty big misses for me. Some of the episodes, uh, that I guess that's kind of when I start to maybe feel a little bit of that fatigue. But in general, because I'm one of the bigger fans, I consider myself to be a bigger fan of like these properties that I don't really get fatigued as much. So curious to hear your guys' thoughts on all of this and on what your guys' take is on how these shows have been, sitting with everyone now that some time has passed, and now that it kind of seems like people aren't really drawn towards what if as much. And also that could be, too, the factor that it's the fact that it's animated too. But of course, when animated is done right, uh, it honestly doesn't matter. I mean, look at Into the Spider Verse. Great example. Probably even better example um, is Star Wars: The Clone Wars and Rebels. But yeah, when it's done right, it'll grab the audience for sure, and have a huge impact. But yeah, definitely would like to hear from you guys, hear your thoughts on these topics. Going forward a little bit, um, let's go to our next topic, and we won't show this trailer, but we got today or yesterday we got some promotions for the Hawkeye show, the new Hawkeye show coming to Disney Plus. And we got some posters, and then we got the trailer. And I'm sure many of you have seen the trailer by now. Would love to hear your opinions on the Hawkeye trailer, and where does this kind of rank for you guys as far as your anticipation for some of these Marvel shows? Like, was WandaVision at the top of your list? Was Falcon and Winter Soldier at the top of your list? um, where does that all sit on like your anticipation and your excitement? Where does this rank? you know for me it's probably, I mean, it's pretty low. It might even be at the very bottom, if I'm being honest. And after seeing this trailer, also, this is kind of nitpicky. I don't really like the logo. um I think it's kind of like poorly done, and I don't know, it really feels like unfinished, and it's kind of surprising to me that yeah, the logo just feels really weak in my opinion. I don't care for the logo, but again, that's my own personal thing and really nitpicky. I know, but um, yeah, it doesn't have that professional feel in my opinion. So I'm really kind of surprised about that. Anyways, the trailer itself, I also didn't care for much. I didn't get a whole lot out of it. I didn't feel like I didn't feel much excitement at all, really. I mean, you definitely get the sense that it it's a story taking place like around the holiday season and during like the winter season, it looks like. And I guess the big like plot takeaway that we saw was that he has to kind of like face his past again. And this is the the past is like catching up to him, I think, is kind of what he was saying, because it looks like he's going to be held accountable for the crimes that he committed when he was the Ronin, which we saw in Avengers Endgame, I believe. Yeah, towards the beginning of Endgame, where he was going after like these, I think, like these crime bosses, but like he was taking it to like extremes with, you know, taking people out and stuff, and definitely going way overboard. He wasn't being like a kind, just hero by any means. So that's all catching up to him. And then of course, his family relationships, That's going to play a big role, it looks like, too. But yeah, I mean, nothing really stood out to where it's like, wow, I can't wait for this, or nothing made me more excited. Um, it honestly, and maybe it's a hot take, guys, it honestly probably made me a little bit like even less excited because just nothing really stood out. I was hoping that something would catch my eye and build more anticipation because um, going back to the whole uh, fatigue like debate or topic, um, I can understand how people can be fatigued, but for me, again, another reason why I don't seem to have that as as easy as others is because it's because the fact that I'm just like constantly rooting for Marvel and Star Wars, these properties, to do a good job and be successful. I want to see them be successful. I want to see good products and good content, good films and good shows. I want them to be good, and I want to enjoy them and have fun watching them. Um, so I'm still definitely hoping for the best, but yeah, the trailer fell flat for me. But that's just me, guys. I want to know what about you? How did you enjoy the Hawkeye trailer? Let me know. All right, we got a couple things left for our show. We're gonna keep our show shorter today. Um, Something that I am super excited about, and that does have my interest, as you guys know, Star Wars Visions comes out next week on the 22nd. Also, that is next Wednesday, I believe. And yes, I think it's next Wednesday. And also, speaking of next Wednesday, no, you know what? I'll save that till the end. Um, but yeah, Star Wars Visions comes out next week, and definitely gonna have to do some reviews on that. Um, but yeah, my anticipation and excitement for Star Wars Visions, the Star Wars anime, is like skyrocketing, like out the roof. Like I could not be more excited for that show. Also, you guys seem to really enjoy my reaction video to that trailer. If you haven't seen it, go and take a look at that. Drop a like, drop a comment on that. I did a little breakdown and reaction to the Star Wars Visions trailer here on the channel. But yeah, that is one of um, the more successful videos right now on the channel, and one of the more watched and liked videos because of you guys. It's been doing good numbers, helping us build here on the channel. So thank you so much for that. And yeah, like I was saying, cannot wait for next week. We'll be doing some reviews talking about that. I mean, it's it's like the first Star Wars anime, and we're seeing like these original stories. The art looks incredible. The music is like sounds amazing. So I hope that you guys are getting pumped and as excited, or excited for Star Wars Visions. And yeah, maybe we'll have to do something special. Um, I've been talking about it a little bit, but I would love to do like a watch party. I don't know if I'll stream it or not, but um, I'm gonna be doing some fun stuff and celebrating that release, having a good time with that show because I think it's gonna be really good, and I think some people are sleeping on how I think some people are sleeping on it, and yeah, I think it's gonna be incredible, like way better than people are anticipating. So look out for Star Wars Visions next week, and to finish our show out, let's take a look at a little trailer. Guys, we got the Knights of the Old Republic remake trailer, and it is a short trailer, but I want to take a look at that with you guys. It's a very big title, and it's been around, and it's been a beloved Star Wars video game and like piece of content for a long time. And we're finally getting a remake. But yeah, guys, I wanted to share this here on the channel with you guys if you haven't seen it yet. It's just a little bit of a teaser, but we'll take a look. We'll talk a little bit about it before we close out for the night. Here we go.
Peace is a lie. That is what the Sith believe. They promise power. Now they wield it. We face the greatest Sith in generations. They must be stopped.
Oh man. Even the little rendition on the music. I mean, looks amazing. But yeah, definitely super awesome and exciting. Of course, you know, this game, I was still fairly young when the originals came out. Uh, my brothers were my older brothers were really into it and loved it, and I got to play a little bit of the game and enjoyed it too. It was an RPG, and generally I don't care for RPGs, but it was one of the ones that I love. But also anything Star Wars, I'm pretty much gonna play. So um, no surprise there. But yeah, I mean, great stories, and getting to see like the origins of the Jedi and the Sith, being able to see that again, and I'm excited to see and interested in hearing if this is a retelling of the exact story, or if they're changing it a little bit, how it's going to play into canon. That is Darth Revan there, and they haven't come out and really talked too much about him as far as canon, because I think as of right now he is more considered legends. But of course, the other um, older Sith Lord, original Sith Lords, was Darth Bane, and he is officially canon. So um, a lot of people, kind of talk quite a bit about both of them in conversations. They're two, really big names when it comes to those older Sith Lords from the Old Republic. I'm very interested in this game, and I mean, it looks like it's only going to be for PS5, so I still have to figure that all out. Um, hey, if you guys know of how I can get my hands on a PS5 for what it's supposed to cost, drop down in the comments. Let me know, because I'm still dying to get my hands on one. Would would appreciate any help there. Um, but yeah, let me know in the comments, guys, what you thought of that little teaser trailer. If you were a fan of the original Knights of the Old Republic game, how you enjoyed it. Also, last thing I'll really say before we close out is a lot of people have speculated, and oh well, actually, yeah, there have been talks for a while of seeing a Knights of the Old Republic TV show and movie. So I think it's very possible that Disney could be trying to create some more buzz, bring back like the older fans who grew up playing the original game, get them back into this newer remake, get them invested once again, but also, um, there's a lot of fans who never really, uh, I'd say like newer fans, younger fans who never really truly got into it. Like myself, I almost missed it because it was more so um, for like my brothers because they're a few years older than me, and it was more so like it more so went for like their age and their timing. Um, they were drawn in more from it, so I almost missed it, and I kind of still did in a sense because I didn't get to play it as much as I would have liked to. Um, and so yeah, I mean it's just an opportunity here to bring the older fans back and get them invested once again, and then I think bring in the newer fans, the younger fans who have heard about this game before, heard about the stories, and now they can get invested because it's much more polished looking now, and I mean the graphics are going to be insane. Can't wait to see the next trailer. I'm sure that's going to show a little bit of gameplay. Um, so yeah, draw in like the newer fans, the younger fans, and then maybe after like they really get everyone invested, maybe then they will announce that they'll officially be doing a TV show or a movie. But yeah, big things are happening for Star Wars. Um, and I'm here for it 100%. I am super stoked and excited for these things. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it, I think, for our live show tonight. Again, normally we are live, but as I mentioned before, celebrating 3 happy years with my lovely wife. So that's why this wasn't live today, but it was pre taped and then broadcasted. And I appreciate you guys tuning in right now. And I appreciate you guys watching on the replay as well. Also, you can download some episodes on the podcast feed. That helps us out for sure on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff. Donations are live as well in the description, and those help out here the show and help us run the show and everything. If you ever wanted to donate with that, also I'm still making a couple changes to the merch store right now, so I will keep you updated on that very soon. Please go and check out the Shang-Chi spoiler review that I put out if you haven't already. Would really appreciate that. And stay tuned, guys. Next week, I'm going to be on vacation. Um, we're going to take a trip celebrating our anniversary, but and that's going to be really fun. But yeah, I do have some special things planned, and I'm not going to say what they are just yet, but I'm hoping to put out some special stuff for you guys, some special episodes next week, and I think they're going to be really fun and exciting, and you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. And so, thanks everybody. Really appreciate you guys, and it is always fun doing these podcasts and talking with you, hearing your guys' thoughts in the live chat as well in the comment section. Let us know how you're enjoying these shows and topics that we've been discussing, and give us your recommendations on entertainment that you have been diving into lately. But yeah, guys, thanks again. Stay tuned. We'll be back very soon with more episodes of the Starfighter podcast.